Hello and welcome to another episode of Bare Bones Wargaming, a show with no bells, no whistles, no frills, just a man, a camera, and his game. And this particular episode, a rant. As you guys know, I just posted a little bit earlier today, and I don't usually post this quick, but I just want to share my frustration with what I've found here. So let me go ahead and do that here real quick with y'all. So I was trying to get this set up tonight, right? I was like, okay, get my little men to bed. My wife's working on some stuff that she wants to do, her, hobbies, projects kind of thing and stuff. And I thought, all right, let me get this rolling, get this unleashed. This will be cool. I'll at least get it set up, I thought. But as you can see, there's no pieces on the board. A bunch of dice, but there's no pieces. Okay, and here's why. First of all, the blue dice at the top. Okay, so let me zoom in here. This is the out of bounds hexes for this particular game. Okay, so nobody's allowed to go that far because that's supposed to be Army Group Centers, area, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. That's fine because in operational games, fine. You got to have edge of the world kind of stuff. Okay, but here's where things get interesting. In the rules, it says about you can't activate units in certain countries on certain turns because, as the rule book says, for the exclusive roles, I'm pretty sure it says it's a secret. Here someplace. Hang on. Yeah, I've got a secret. Okay, so Romanian units can't activate on turn 1. Units set up in Hungary may not activate until turn 2. Okay, all right, that's fine. I mean, historically, but here comes our problem. And again, I'm going to zoom in for y'all. Because I want you to tell me. Follow along here. Follow the camera as it slowly pans up. Now the green border, the green line here, let me zoom in on the green. Let me show you some good green. There's some good green right over here. Okay? There's some green. Alright, that's the border between Germany and her allies and the USSR. Okay, cool. But follow this here. Follow the yellow brick road. So, where's the border between Romania and Hungary, especially since Hungarian units are supposed to be set up and they can't begin until turn 2? And as I pan up further here, so where does Hungary end? And basically what was Slovakia and the government general, where does it begin? Now the setup instructions for the Russians say the 8 hexes with German border have got to have at least 1 unit on it. Okay, so if I count from up here, let me see if this no, it's not showing up. Let me back up. Whoops, sorry, wrong direction. And back up a bit. Alright, so if we assume it's here, 1, 2, well, not even at half hex. Should I count the half hex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this does go here to the border with what's Hungary. That's what the yellow die is for, because what I did was I had to go and I wasted a half an hour searching through my resources and other game maps to try and figure out where does the Hungarian border begin and where does it end with the Soviet Union. Because the lines aren't here. I mean, if you guys can see the lines, please in the comments section be like, Tim, you lost your ever-loving mind, genius. Here's where the lines are. Now look, I mean, again, I've been interested in the Eastern Front all my life, but I mean, I'm not a super map expert on this. But where are the lines? I mean, there's Bucharest. There's not even Budapest, though. From Hungary's perspective, now granted it's maybe too far to the west, but where's the government general border? So, that's what those dice are supposed to represent. The other big problem I'm having is with the terrain effects chart. Because basically, well, here again, let me slide it over here, because I set up the reinforcements, well, so far for the Russians. I'm getting the Russians ready to roll here. But here's the player aid card for the terrain effects, okay? And I showed you this on the unboxing video, but okay, here we go. So here we go. So here it is. Okay, well this is nice. What type it is, movement points, reaction, does it affect reaction, combat. Cool! But what does it look like? Now, granted, clear terrain is pretty easy to figure out. But there's also in this game wooded swamp and mountain. And here's the thing though. So let's look down here at Sevastopol. Now I know the geography of this area a little bit, but take a look at that. So, what is that? Is that wooded mountain? It looks to be green, but also looks to be brown. So, what is that supposed to be? I mean, is that... I'm sorry, it's not below Sevastopol. It's to the east of Sevastopol. Sorry about that. It's south of... You know what? I'm so flustered, I'm not even going to try that. So, okay. What's that one supposed to be? I mean, now granted, there's wooded marsh, and I think, you know, okay, fine. That looks like it's wooded marsh. Right there, right? But again, why am I guessing? Why isn't there a terrain effects chart? Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Okay, take a look here, these red lines and these dashed lines, okay? Now, at first, I thought, okay, maybe the red lines are the rail lines and the dashed lines are the roads. But now I'm not so sure. And the reason I'm not so sure is, let me see if I get this in the picture here. Yeah, here's this one going from Chernovitzy, and it abruptly ends here in the middle of nowhere. But rail lines usually run from one city to another. You know, rail lines don't usually dead end unless it's something like, you know, Odessa on the Black Sea or something. So now I'm thinking the dash lines are rail lines and the red are roads. But I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But part of the reason I think that too is when you come down here to this region of Russia, you can see there's a bunch of red lines over here. Brown, Yassy, and Kishinev maybe, is that right? There's all this red here, okay? But then over here, there's a single dash line going from Yassy to Kirovgrad, and it's dashed. So that's why I'm thinking now, maybe I was wrong. The reds are the roads, the dashed are the rail lines. But there seems to be a lot more roads than I would have expected. That's what's kind of throwing me off here. So, and I thought, okay, let me look at the terrain effects card elsewhere, you know, because if you look at the map itself, there's no key on the map either for terrain. So, in the rulebook, I mean, doesn't really tell you which units are which. So, like here, from the German units and stuff, I mean, you have to kind of look at the counters, which are fairly small, and to kind of basically figure out, okay, so the green ones appear to be Romanian units, but they also are German units that start in Romania. And then the blue ones are the Hungarian ones with the brown, but the blue with the red are Slovakian. But it's not, I mean, there's a little bit here. Let me show you. Okay, there's this spot here, see? There's this, but again, that's awfully tiny to read. I've been using my magnifying glass, I'll be honest. But it's still not specific in the order of battle. You know, and these are the standard rules. And when we get to specific rules, it doesn't really say anything about that. You know, and even the setup, let me show you the setup page. I mean, the setup doesn't even really, you know, give you a whole lot of detail here. You know, only Hungarian units may start in Hungary. Well, that's nice, but where's the borderline? So I know exactly where that is. Okay, so I'm a little frustrated. I guess that's the bottom line here. You know, this is basic stuff. You know, I mean, I'm not willing to throw in the towel because you know, I'm just not willing to throw in the towel. I posted my question on Board Game Geek. I don't know if anything will show up. I didn't see anything in the Consim World area, but if somebody knows where that folder is, please share in the comments. But and I couldn't resolve it by looking at Army Group North, which I believe was the first of these games that was actually made. So this is frustrating. Because I like the map overall. You know, I mean, I like the counters. They are those nice, big, thick. You know, you can see there maybe the edge pretty well. You know, laser cut counters and all. But holy moly. You know, I mean, the rules are a little interesting, and that's fine. You know, I'm always up for a different interpretation of, you know, different approach to the Eastern Front. Because, you know, with the recent scholarship and stuff that's been going on. But, holy Toledo, I shouldn't be hitting speed bumps this fast. So, anyway, So I was a little frustrated. I came from the man cave upstairs, and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "I can just feel something's wrong. Your energy, I think is what she said. Something's off." And I told her, I said, "I'm frustrated." So what I thought, I thought, hey, I'll set it up, and then after I get, kids in bed, wife's in bed, I usually have about an hour before I need to go to bed myself. And I thought, hey, I'll be able to play, and no, I'm not. As you can see, there's not a single unit on this board yet. That's just sad, to quote someone else. So, anyway, so I just thought I'd share my frustration here because, yeah. But again, I'm undaunted. I shall persevere. I shall press on, and because I'm still intrigued by the rules. But this kind of really basic, simple stuff there's no other way to put it. It just raises a huge red flag. I mean, yeah, it just raises a huge red flag for the future. So plus I got to do the attrition table. I got to find that, which actually I know where it is. But the fact that I still have to go get it and things, and my printer's not working, so that doesn't help. So I guess I have to write it by hand. Yeah. So far, trying to get this game rolling has been foobar. It's German. Go look it up. Anyway, so I'm going to click here. Rant is off. But I just thought I'd share. Because, again, I'll be honest. I've been very fortunate. I've been very blessed by, the Lord Almighty to, be able to have resources to do lots of things. But, not everybody does, and not everybody can. And some people are much tighter budgets. So when I come across something like this, and again, something like this, that I was just gritting my teeth, and I think I left fingernail marks on the table, I just wanted to share it because it's just bad. It's just poor. It's just, yeah, it's sad. So anyway, just thought I would share there my frustration with this. But again, I'm going to see if how the gameplay actually goes. I'm not willing to give up on that just yet. So thanks for listening to my little rant here. As always, this is Tim Korchner from Bare Bones Wargaming, saying thanks for watching, and I hope to get Army Group South moving soon, because right now this is just I feel like Carl. If you've never seen the movie Sling Blade, do yourself a favor, look it up, watch it. Actually, very, very interesting and good film. But I just feel like Carl right now. This game's got me all flustered. So that is true. So I'll try to report back. We'll see. Maybe I'll do this thing instead of like a big playthrough. Maybe I'll do like a little video diary or something with this one. Maybe a little different approach here. So anyway, so there's just some initial thoughts and impressions, which yeah. Okay, I'll let you judge things from there. So thanks for watching. See you next time.